One patient. Gunshot wound to the abdomen. Pulses weak and heart rate is dropping fast.
Got it. Sir, you're going to be okay. Someone get me a trauma surgeon right now. We're going to have to check that the bullet hasn't punctured the lung.
On it.
They say the sign of a good book is the inability to put it down. The unscratchable itch to keep turning the page. To keep moving forward. Eventually, you become so engrossed that you don't see the end coming. Until it's too late. And then finally, you're here. The last page. But before you can see how this story ends, you need to see where it began. You took your time. Did they make those donuts from scratch or something? Thanks, partner. I'll pay you back when we get back to the station. Ugh, nah, you didn't miss much. A few noise complaint calls, but nothing worth pouring our coffee out for. Yep, another day in paradise. So, what's this I'm hearing about you making detective? No shit, really? That's fantastic. No, I'm serious, it is. I'm happy for you. I mean, sure, I'll be sad to see you go. We've been patrolling these streets together for years now. Hell, you were my first partner. But don't let an old beat cop like me put a downer on what an achievement this is. But I suppose we also have to have a minute's silence. You know, in respect of all the cases that aren't going to get solved now you're a detective. I'm only joking. Mostly. So, when's your last shift? I'll need to make sure that I get the coffee and donuts that day. Call it a going away present. It's today, isn't it? Your last shift. Well. Shit. So. This is it. After all these years together. Your last shift as a beat cop. No, don't say that. You never say that. At least it's a quiet day. What's the matter with you? You're not even a detective yet and you're already forgetting the rules of the patrol shift. I wish you'd told me sooner though, you stubborn ass. I would have got you a cake. Or, you know, have at least paid you back for all the coffee and donuts you bought us throughout the years. Speaking of donuts, did they have any raspberry-filled ones left by any chance? Oh yes, finally! Those greedy sods in Patrol Car 3 keep walking in and taking all the last ones just before we arrive. Last time I swear I saw Hopkins smirk at me when they walked out the store as we walked in. It tastes like victory. These donuts make a shift worthwhile. Oh, I pity you, partner. Now you're a detective, you'll have to say goodbye to fresh donuts. Oh yes, you'll have to make do with stale police precinct donuts. One of the big changes that comes with being a detective. I hope you're ready for it. Yep. Big changes. And a nice little pay rise to come with it. I'm sure your other half will be happy, eh? You're still dating that teacher, aren't you? No? What happened? I thought you two were happy together. Well, as happy as someone can be when they date somebody who always works nights and weekends. Just didn't work out? Yep, makes sense. Our job wasn't made to coexist with a social life. Maybe that's why so many cops have started dating each other. Did you hear about Daniels and Moxley back at the precinct? Yeah, they're a couple now. Apparently, they've been keeping it quiet for a while. You even got a kid on the way too. No doubt they were the reason Cell 14 was always occupied when there were no suspects allocated there. Well. It's just easier, isn't it? I mean, who better to understand the stress of the job than someone who shares it? I suppose maybe they're onto something. And again, imagine the stress of not knowing if your other half is coming back every time they leave home for a shift. That's why I stayed single. Well, one of the reasons. Oh wait, it's not as if I can't get someone. I mean, sure, I'm not a fancy pants teacher or a doctor with a degree or anything like that, but I'd like to think my charm and my looks get me by. Ah, you cheeky git. I'm not that bad to look at, am I? Aye, funny joke, you cheeky bastard. I guess I've just never really found what I'm looking for. Well, that's not entirely true. There was one time, but that could never go anywhere. It's complicated. Too many things that could go wrong if it doesn't work out. Besides, they and I have got a good thing going. I don't want to throw that away if they didn't feel the same. But why the sudden interest in my love life? Are you worried that I'll be swept off my feet by my new partner? That as the years go on, I'll forget your face and eventually you'll slip from my mind entirely? Not likely. Your ugly mug is burned into my mind forever, unfortunately. I've seen it make every expression possible during our years on patrol together. From laughter, when we watched those drunk frat boys try to swim away from us, on land, to fear, when you got scared by a mouse whilst answering a break-in and entering call at the warehouse at the docks. Yeah, I'm sure it was a very scary mouse. Who knows, it could have been armed. Definitely a near-death story to tell your new detective pals over drinks. Anyway, don't worry, partner. I won't be forgetting you anytime soon. And hey, maybe when I finally make detective, we'll be partners again.
All units respond.
Huh? This is Patrol Car 7. What's the situation?
Officer is in need of assistance.
In pursuit of suspect west on Hall Road.
Suspect is armed. Proceed with caution.
Car 15 responding.
Baker 5 is en route.
Dispatch, we're en route to the bank. Hang in there. Backup's on the way. Quiet day, my ass.